Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Maybelline SUPERSTAY foundation. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. I've heard so many amazing things about this shit lately, it is blowing the fuck up in a good way. And honestly, I'm really happy about that because for a long ass time, I forgot that drugstore products even existed. It's like I got sucked into the Sephora wormhole and everything that we've been testing on here lately is really fucking expensive. So I'm happy to say I hauled my ass to Ulta and picked up a shitload of affordable products just like this to review on here. But back to this little ham, like said, I did get it from Ulta. I think it was around $9, $10, maybe $11. And I'm just gonna say it, their shade range sucks sweaty dick. Even though there are 16 shades, there's a lot of colors in between these shades that they're missing. Like this is definitely not my color, yet the next shade up was literally this color. I don't know, for being such a big ass company, you'd think they'd cater to more of the people in the world. But I'm on their website, let's see what they have to say about this. This product actually has really good reviews. It has almost 4.5 stars, not too shabby. They say this Maybelline SUPERSTAY Full Coverage Foundation delivers 24-hour wear for concentrated full coverage and a flawless finish that does not fade or shift all day. That is a huge ass claim. They say it's saturated with color pigments and provides an ultra transforming effect in this long-lasting foundation. The lightweight yet high impact coverage formula glides on the skin for a flawless makeup finish that lasts all day. Okay, we know it lasts a long ass time. It's oil free, it doesn't clog pores, and it's dermatologist tested. However, I do want to note that just because it's dermatologist tested doesn't mean it's dermatologist approved. They say to apply you can use your fingertips, a sponge, or Maybelline blender. They don't say anything about using a brush. However, we are going to use a brush on one half of my face and a sponge on the other because that's just how we do shit on here. They also don't mention a primer, and I know that with my skin, if I don't apply a primer, this foundation will be on my crotch in about an hour. I also want to say sorry if my eyes look a little bit weird. My allergies have been a total slut bag lately because they are fucking me up. Anyways, let's go ahead and apply this. I'm going to give it a really good shake. And before we go in, I am going to use a primer. This is the Dr. Brandt Illuminizer Pores No More, which normally when I'm testing a foundation, I wouldn't use a pore minimizing primer because that might alter the effects, but this literally does nothing to my pores. All right, let's dig into this. The packaging does look très chic and it has a very nice weight to it. Not that packaging really matters for this, but it does feel very high end for being drugstore. And here's what we're working with. I don't know, maybe this will be my color. I mean, you never really know. It doesn't really have a smell, at least not that I can tell. And I will say that when I was color testing in the store, about 15 minutes later, my hand was orange as fuck, so I am expecting this to oxidize like crazy. Okay, that does look pretty nice on the skin. They say this is a full coverage foundation. I don't know if it's buildable or not, but so far it doesn't look like a full coverage. It looks more like medium. Shit, I don't know. Whatever it is, it actually looks pretty damn good on my skin, like holy shit. It's definitely not my shade though. It seems to be a bit too yellow, and why the fuck wouldn't it be? It seems like no matter how many times I get color tested by Sephora employees or Ulta employees, it's still never my correct shade. It's almost becoming comical on this channel. Okay, so there we are with the first layer. It actually looks really damn good, and I'm surprised how good it looks after using a brush because typically for me that adds a lot of texture. Let's go in with the same amount on the other side and we'll use a sponge. And I don't know if this has silicone in it or not, but it definitely has that very like glide on smooth kind of feel. I dare say it has an oily feel, but they said this has no oil in it. Oh my god, the coverage is a million times better with a sponge, and that's probably why they didn't suggest using a brush with it. Oh my god, that looks really good. Like really, really good. I might even like the looks of this more than my Wet n Wild foundation, which we all know I would have babies with that shit. Because we know the sponge is definitely the way to go, I'm just gonna pat this side in as well. I don't know if they said this was buildable, but I'm just gonna spread one more pump throughout my entire face just to add extra coverage. And we'll see if it starts to cake up on me or not. Oh shit, it is so liquidy, it is falling all the fuck over. We don't know what the word sanitary is around here, who cares? Ooh, that layers up really, really nicely. It doesn't look like it's getting cakey at all. Oh my god. Holy shit. No joke, at least so far, this is better than some $60 foundations. Like, fuck me. Holy hell. Okay, so this is what we look like before we add concealer or any powder of any type. It looks so fucking good. I don't know if y'all are seeing something different than me because my eyes aren't in HD, but to me, this looks damn great. And it's almost like the more you tap it in, the better it gets. Like it's not disappearing or anything. It's just sinking farther into the skin and looking more airbrushed. Oh my god. Holy shit, I love it. So before we go in and set this with powder, let's add our concealer and finish our face up. And I feel like probably the most used concealer is Tarte Shape Tape, so let's go in with that because that'll be more relatable. God, those are blending out together so freaking nicely. shit. With just this foundation on, to me it honestly looks like I've gone in and set it with a powder foundation, which gives you that really full coverage kind of silky look. It just looks so damn good, especially right there on my cheek area. It almost looks like mannequin skin. I am very impressed. Let's go ahead and set underneath the eyes with some translucent powder. This is by Laura Mercier. And I don't know what you do, I'm sure this probably isn't the norm, but typically whenever I apply a foundation, I always press powder into my skin. It just makes everything look so much better and it makes it really last. So I'm just taking some Cody's and really pressing that into the skin to make sure it stays as long as possible. And this is what I do anytime I apply foundation, so this will really give me a chance to compare it to what I'm used to. And we'll dust that extra powder away. Wow, my under eyes are really fucking creasy, holy hell. But everywhere else on my face looks amazing. My skin looks so smooth. I'm not gonna say natural looking because there's nothing natural looking about any full coverage foundation, but it looks really good. The only thing that could possibly make this better is if it actually lasts a long time. So let's go ahead and finish my face, do a look, and then do a wear time test. For the eyes, we're gonna keep it very simple. So let's start with Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. And I'm just gonna place that all over the eyelid and work it up the crease. And we'll gently blend the fuck out of that. Then let's take some of Makeup Geek's Bitten and I'm just gonna place that all over the lid. And then to deepen up that crease, I'm going in with Cocoa Truffle by Too Faced. God, that smells good. And we'll just run that all along the crease back and forth. And then let's also take that on the lower lash. And then on my finger, I'm gonna take some of Steady by Morphe and we'll just place that right on the eyelid. We'll finish the shadow off by adding a little bit of Bitten to the lower lash and a little bit of black in the waterline. What the hell, let's go ahead and line this bitch. For highlighter, let's go in with a bit of Becca's Prosecco Pop. I'm gonna start by placing a little bit right there in the brow bone. Oh shit, yes. And here we are with the final look. For lips, I ended up using my favorite lip combo ever, Kylie's Dolce K and Pretty Vulgar's My Lips Are Sealed. This foundation looks beautiful. We've already had it on for about an hour and I'm really curious to see how long it lasts before it starts changing, because to me it looks the exact same. Like, my skin has never looked better. Yes? No? What do you think? To me it just looks so damn good and really, really expensive. Like, I'm gonna have to go out and stock up and buy every fucking shade of this shit. Oh, I just love it. But I do want to go ahead and do a wear time test with this, so I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We just hit the 6.5 hour mark and y'all, it looks the fucking same. Granted, I am not an oily person, like, at all, so I'm not sure how good the wear time would be for somebody who does have oily skin, but for somebody with normal skin, this shit will last you like all day, every day. The only touch-ups I've done were to my lips, and then I did have to reapply my lash because I forgot it was on there and I itched my eye. But other than that, everything is the same. I legit cannot believe this shit. Like, does it not look amazing on my skin? It doesn't look like I'm wearing anything at all. It's just that good. The only places that I do get like a little bit oily is right here in my nose area, and it seems to be holding up really well. Like, it's not separating or crumbling anywhere on my face. It just looks so good, like I just applied it. If I did have to find something to complain about, I guess it does tend to get a little bit shiny, and again, I'm not an oily person, but let me just go ahead and blot my skin and see if that makes any difference. Maybe I just applied too much highlighter and I'm just realizing, I don't know. Okay, that does seem to be taking away a bit of the sheen and it doesn't seem to be affecting it at all, so I really don't have any complaints. I mean, maybe it's a little bit creasy, but it just seems to be creasing under my eyes, so that could be the concealer. I mean, it doesn't look too creasy on my forehead, but it does kind of accentuate my wrinkles a little bit. But that's me really digging for flaws. For the price, I personally think that you cannot go wrong. Like, this shit even beats some of the bigger brands. In fact, it kind of beats a lot of the bigger brands. If they expanded on their shade range, this shit could be liquid gold. Do I recommend this? Absolutely, 150%. This shit is so good. I think it might even be my new favorite foundation. It is. Oh, goodbye, Wet n Wild. Hello, Maybelline. But I do want to warn you, it does oxidize. Not too terribly, but it does still oxidize. It's not as crazy orange as it was on my hand. I have no idea what the difference was, but to me, it definitely does seem darker than when we applied it. Overall, a good-ass product. I love it. I think the only downfall to this is their shade range. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget, my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at OfficialNady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.